everybody, it's me again. I'm just seeing the second video now, and what I want to talk to you today is about setting a routine for your children. When we're at school, the children are in a really good routine. We follow timetables, we follow a structure to the day, so that every day we've got something that we, a pattern that we follow, and the children really respect that. They thrive on that because that's the way they know what's coming, they've got to do what they've got to achieve, and more importantly, they like to know when they need to go home. So I would suggest that when you're doing your lockdown learning, you set a routine for yourselves. I'm not, there's no point me saying this is the routine you must follow, because everything is going to work differently for your family and how your household works. The first thing I would suggest you do is get dressed. It's really, really tempting to feel like a Saturday and a Sunday or a holiday time and get dressed. What's been really difficult with this lockdown is that when we locked down in March, the children had already been to school for 6 or so weeks, and it was nearly at the end of the Easter holidays, so they already were in school mode. So they knew that they had to get up in the morning, get dressed, go to school, get the uniform on. This time they came off the back of a holiday, so it's probably been really difficult for you to break holiday mode. But I would suggest that every day you get up, same sort of time that you would have got up for school, and get dressed, have breakfast. During the last lockdown, I used to like to get my 3 children dressed and then get out of the door at 8:30 and go for a walk. And when we went for our walk, we just go round the block, really simply. We didn't go very far, but that made it feel like we were going to school. So if you want to do your daily walk in the morning, that will be a good thing to do. You can almost pretend that you're going to school. And it makes the children, gives them a bit of fresh air to start the day. And then when we came home, we'd sort of crack on with the home learning. Another thing I would suggest you do is maybe try and stick with the same routine every day. I know that can probably feel a little bit monotonous for you, but actually for the children, then they'll know what to expect every day. So if you follow the same pattern, now we have in our timetables that we've sent home for you, is we give suggested amounts of time that those tasks should take, but you don't have to do it in that order. Obviously, if there's a live lesson, it would help if you could be there for that live lesson. But if it's, the afternoon work and you want to fit that into the morning, you can definitely do it at different times of the day. Excuse me. So, I would suggest that you do that. You pick what fits for you when. I would also suggest you maybe make a little bit of a list every day of what needs doing. And they're generally the same things every day. And what teachers are doing as well is they're starting to do those morning welcome videos or morning welcome live sessions, so that they can set the expectation for the children for you as well. I think what's really difficult is for you to tell the children, because they're a bit like, but you're just my mum and you're my dad, you're not, you're not the teacher. But if the teacher can tell you on the video, that really helps as well. And they'll give you an indication of what the work is you need to do that day. I would suggest that you maybe write something out that looks a little bit like this. It doesn't have to look like this. It can be how you want to do it. I've put on my little breakfast, your welcome video, do some maths, have a break, do some English, do some reading, have lunch, do some afternoon work, and then maybe go for a walk. But again, you could do that in any order that you wanted to do that in. I would suggest that you chunk it up into, I don't know if you can see that very well because I think it's backwards on the video. I would suggest that you chunk it up into maths, do maths all together, and then maybe do your English and your reading together. Reading is a good one to do just before lunch, because whilst they're reading a book, it could be that they're doing some work with the teacher, or it could be that they're just doing something independently reading. You could be getting the lunch ready. So that would really help as well. And you can tick it off with them as well. I think if you've got more than one child, that's probably really helpful to keep them doing the same thing at the same time. So you're not sort of trying to do complex long division over here with your year 6 child, and then you're trying to learn the, a split digraph sound in phonics with your year 1 child. So, keep the things similar. So if they're doing phonics, you might want to do spelling with your other child at the same time. And then you could say, right, we're doing phonics and spelling now. So try and bunch things together that way to help you. Make sure you take breaks. Breaks are really key. Schedule a big break. Right, it's break time now. I know I did that in last lockdown. I was like, right, outside, it's break time. I'm not on break duty today. I made my girls a piece of toast at that time. I was like, here's your toast, go and play outside. I know it's cold and rainy, but they go outside at school when it's cold and rainy, so you know they can go outside, have a cup of tea yourself, and just regroup, ready, think, right, what's the next thing we need to get done. We know that children work better when they do things, you know, little and often. So do a little bit here, a little bit, you know, a little bit of this. It's really interesting to note that when we talk to the educational psychologists and things, they suggest that children can generally sit and listen for about 10 minutes plus their age before they need to do something else, before they need to walk around and have a break. So if your child is 6, you've got like 16 minutes, which is not very long once you've started the find out what the task is, you've set the task going, and then they've got to, you know, do the task and then finish it. So actually think about breaking it up into smaller chunks for them. Try and do the live learning when you can. I know that's really difficult if you've got lots of children who are doing live lessons at the same time. If you're still struggling for a computer or a laptop, then do email the school. Those should be going out this week. They have arrived now, so we're just labelling them up as quickly as we can to get out. So if you need another laptop, then you just let us know and we can try and get you one. That's not a problem at all. And that will really help, because you could say, child 1, you're on a live lesson now. Child 2, while they're doing the live lesson, we're going to do our spelling or do our phonics. If they're doing live English, you could try and be doing the English task with them as well. I know the temptation is to sit and do the live lesson with them. And I know for younger children, perhaps you do need to do that a little bit. And I'll talk later on about developing independence. But, you know, they are okay with the class teacher. The class teacher can support them through the Zoom. I've been doing some science lessons, and actually it's fine. You can help them out. That's not a problem at all. If you're stuck with setting a routine, or you need some help with that, then please just ask either your class teacher or just ring up the office. I'm happy to talk you through a routine, if you know one that would work for you. I'm quite used to having a baby where you have to fit in a nap time, so that can help as well. I haven't got secondary school children that I need to work with, but I'm sure we could work something out together if that would help. It's really difficult to know what to do with your children during a break time. As I said, I used to send mine out in the garden, come rain or shine, so they got some fresh air and you just get a little bit of 5 minutes to yourself to regroup. But what's really easy to do is to say, right, it's break time now, and then for them to say, oh, can I go and play on my Xbox, or can I have an iPad? And that's fine, that's obviously your choice to do that, but I would just be really mindful of how much screen time the children are having at the moment, and that's something that we as teachers worry about. We know that lots of it's live and we know that lots of it's on the computer, so we're really, really mindful that they're getting a lot of screen time at the minute. So what you can see on the bottom of here, on the side of my thing here, is I've written a list here of things you could give as a snack, because I know what it's like when you've got children coming up to you going, I'm hungry. You go, right, the choice for snacks today is apples, toast, bananas or crisps. And then at the bottom, I've talked about treats as well. So you could talk about thinking about having what treats they might get, like Lego, top trumps, football, playing Barbies. Probably some of your boys might not want to do that. Skipping. So you could use those as some ideas for what you might do at break time. So maybe have a bank of ideas in your head for break times. So go, right, you've done your spelling now, brilliant, let's have a break. Don't then just go for them to say, oh, I'm bored, what can I do? And then you go, oh, I don't know, find something to do, you've got loads of toys. Actually go, right, well, the 3 toys that we've got out today are Barbies, this is obviously in my house, Sylvanian families, and puzzles. So those are your choices. Which one of those would you like to play with? So give the children a choice of what they want to play with. They'll feel in control then. They'll think, oh, well, actually, I'd like to play Barbies. Or even say to them, right, you choose what 3 toys would you like out for break time today, so that you avoid that easy default mode of going, well, when you just go on your iPad for 5 minutes while I make a cup of tea. So really have some ideas up your sleeve for break time as well. So if you're struggling with that, then just again ask the class teacher. We can come up with some ideas to help you. I realise this video's gone a little bit longer than the last one, so I'm going to wrap it up now. So the key message from this video is to set a daily routine. First thing is get dressed. Set a daily routine. Make a list of things that they could have as a snack. Make a list of things they could do at break time. And little and often. don't try and do it all in one big chunk. I know some people are like, oh yeah, we got all our home learning done by 10 o'clock and now we're free for the rest of the day. Okay, but actually it's about spacing it out, and it's about little and often. And remember, it's about quality, not quantity. So if you do a really great 10 minutes, but you don't finish the task, that's better than spending 45 minutes trying to get them to do something that they can't manage, because that's too long a time, and actually that work isn't going to be meaningful. So short, sharp bursts will really help. If you need any help, once again, just ring us, just call us, just email us, and we can give you some help with that. See you soon. Bye.